Hello, everyone, and welcome back to more Desolate Planet. I kind of forgot I built that over there. I was like, what is that? So what are we doing? I have a project in mind that I want to do really quick. This is all still building up, so that's good. But this is not a long-term thing. Kind of a short-term build. But I'm going to make, because we're going to use probably smelteries to process all of our metal, because I think it looks cool, and it's fun, and it's easy, and it's more fun than just smelting it, and it's one of those where, like, we could do the whole mechanism thing, but I don't think that's entirely all that necessary, to be honest with you. Although I just realized I have a problem with this setup already. I need some barrels. Probably a couple more tanks, huh? Make 3. Is this where they go? I don't remember. Yes, perfect. Okay, and then I need some birch barrels. I think only 2 would be fine. Also just combine all those together. And that means I need 2 levers. I had cobblestone in one of these somewhere. This one? Yeah, there it is. But we're gonna make a seared stone generator. That way we can get plenty of seared bricks to make plenty of... That's not how you make the limited barrel. Ah! Limited birch barrel. I messed up. Okay, well. There we go. Do it right this time. Now I think we should have everything that we need. But yeah, because you can use a foundry, which we got from going to the big foundry place. It's almost full of gasoline. Or you know what? I made an extra tank just for this. I saw this one was getting full. And as soon as that fills up, we're gonna take it out and slap a new one in. But you can use a foundry to melt cobblestone to get lava and seared stone. So we're going to use that to create a seared stone generator. I'm gonna need a third one. Just realized, because I need something to put the seared stone into. And after we do this, because this is one where we're going to want it to run for quite a while to make a whole bunch of smelteries, because we're going to want probably... I want to ideally make one for each metal. I think that would be cool. But what we are going to do first is create a seared stone generator. Then we're going to make our food farm, because I'm tired of having to craft the food myself, and I want to just be able to automatically grow it and everything. When I forgot I have the... Oh, actually, before we do that, there's something else I want to do. I kind of forgot about this, but I did a little bit of testing in my test world. I need 16 of these for netherrack, and we can make 4 empty blaze burners. And then in here, we have a blaze spawner. Now it's too bright for this to work right now, so I'm going to grab some cobblestone. I need to make a dark area for them. But you can fill the oh, right. And then I also... I need straws, which requires bamboo, which we have, and a rolling mill, which it's easy enough to make. Okay. Make that first. So we need a rolling mill. 2 iron sheets, 4 andesite alloy, andesite casing, 2 shaft. And then I also need a bamboo seed. Piece of dirt. Oh, and I made a whole bunch more cardboard boxes, so next time we go somewhere, we can take every spawner we find. These are super cheap. I just threw 2 stacks of logs into the crushing wheels and got a crap ton of sawdust. So I needed those, I needed a casing, and 2 shaft. Did I not have them in here? I mean, they're easy to make. Don't get me wrong. There we go. 2 shaft, not 1. What am I doing? That, craft that. There we go. And then I need to come down here. Ooh, come on. And get bone meal. That's what I need. Yes, give me that. And then we do... I think I already have some bamboo somewhere, now that I think about it. I swear I remember doing this previously. Anyways, I'm just gonna use up a full stack of bone meal. Now we'll head down here. Eat up on this. Put that guy away. Ah, I was in here. Okay. And now we slap this guy down. How do you get powered? Is it from below? Or, oh, I bet it just gets a shaft right into it, right? Or it's probably on the side. Oh, this probably has to be done automatically, huh? Okay, well, I do have a question. Can I connect? I can. Perfect. Do I have a chest? I don't. Not perfect. Can I make a chest? Of course. Why make a chest? We have limited barrel here. This will work. You insert. You extract. Always active. Bamboo go in. I feel like this is going the wrong way, but... Oh, wow, this thing takes a long time to go. Oh, come on. Wait. Okay, I thought I could put it in. You could just throw it in the top. I'm a dummy. Okay, well, could have done that the whole time. There we go. That's good. Okay. What the straw does is it allows the blaze burner to consume liquid fuel out of a pipe or a bucket. So this way, we would be able to fuel it automatically with lava, because a fueled blaze burner, fueled on lava, produces things at 10 tick rate instead of the, what, 3 that lava gives, I think? Or the 7 that blazing blood? Because I thought I was going to end up using blazing blood in the crucible, but I'm going to only use that in, like, our main smelter that we use for, like, alloying things and, like, creating tools. The normal, like, ore melting one is going to be purely, what am I trying to say? Ay, ay, ay! Come here, you. I need a couple more. 3 more, to be precise. Break this, and maybe that's... Yeah, there we go. Dark enough for you. There we go. Whoa. Nice miss, dummy. You stupid one. Please. Spawn more than one this time? I beg you. Oh, wow. Dun, dun, bum, 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 bum. Thanks. And then you're mine. Go and light up this area. This guy back. That off. Okay, we got our blaze burners. Rip this up so nothing spawns on or under it. Also, I gotta remember how to make the hepatizion, whatever my tools are made out of. I think it's like cobalt, quartz, and something. I don't remember what the last thing that it gets mixed with is. But it's something like that. I won't. Oh well. What we're gonna do is we're gonna head back over to here. And we're going to item conduit out of here. And insert into this guy. Lock that. And then we'll want to extract out of this and make it a little bit more space, actually. We're going to extract. We're going to run things up and over. And place our 4 blaze burners, which will produce, yeah, a rate of 5 on their own, which is cool. Put that there. Insert. 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 Always extract. There we go. That's now going to produce lava, which is good. And also going to sleep really quick. Sorry, I got a text message. And I had to read it. It's very important. Okay, so now we put straw, 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 straw. Fluid conduit. Not how I wanted to place that yet. We go here. Fluid, extract. No. Fluid, extract. Fluid, extract. Fluid, extract. Fluid conduit here. Insert. 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 And now that should keep those fully energized up to max. Yeah, at 10 per tick, which is good. Fortunately, this one still has to fill up all the way first, which is fine. Going pretty quick. And I believe each bucket lasts for like 16 minutes, so it lasts a good long while. I just kind of want to watch and make sure. Activate next? Yes, cool. So it seems like it goes north and south for priority. Making all that noise. I don't know. This is now producing a little bit faster. And then we also need to put this here. Whoops. Want this placed on top, if possible. And I want you... Don't connect that. You insert and extract. I hope this prioritizes it the way I want it to, although I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. And then we have this come down here, and we'll have it connect to this, which it will insert, although that's full, so it doesn't really matter yet. And we're going to make a pretty decent-sized foundry, because we want this to produce a lot. Here we go. We're just waiting on that third one to fill up. Oh, this just consumed some. I hope this is enough production. If not, we may have to... I don't know. We'll figure it out somehow. This is going to be really expensive. Slap the foundry controller on, and it works. There we go. Perfect. Oh! It burned me. Liquid soul. Wait, what does that do? Liquid soul. Used to make soul glass. Cool. I don't necessarily want that, but that's cool that it's there. And actually, this one I want to replace with a drain as well. I'm going to have to put a filter in there. Actually, I'm going to need 2 filters now that I think about it. But first and foremost, what we do is we'll come back here. It'll actually have to be up front. Maybe. Does this connect? Oh, that's weird. Is there another foundry piece, like a duct? Food input and output using copper cans or buckets. Shoot. Okay. We could make a scorched chute. Do I have a scorched chute? If I have one already, that would be ideal. Then I don't have to make one. I don't see a scorched chute. Darn. Oh well, that's fine. I doubt it'll let me put 2 controllers on there. I can try it, I guess. But first, we need to make a... Is there a fluid filter? Yes, there is. So I just need 8 paper, 2 buckets. I have paper already made. I hope so. It's not enough, but luckily I have a bunch of sawdust here. Two buckets. And then I need to take a fluid conduit. Please don't connect there. I don't like the way that looks. You insert, insert. We need to put an item conduit in here as well, which we need to have extract. Slap 3 more on here. No, wait, yeah, those are the fluid. Now we slap the item on there, which the item will extract, it will extract, and it will extract. And then we will just slap this guy right here. But I would like it to be at this angle. Yeah, that way I can see it. And then on the bottom, you will just insert. Okay, and this should be good. Last thing we need to do. Oh yeah, I wanted to see. Can I put 2 controllers on this thing? Okay, well then in that case, slap this guy down here with lava, and I have a water bucket on me. Put that there. You extract. You have liquid soul. And I get rid of that really quick. Why is that not working? Soul. Liquid soul. It should be able to go on there. Okay, well, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal, I'll be honest with you. But for now, I want you to be set like that. You insert. I'm going to watch this guy run. Watch this melt. Okay. Is this enough for a bucket? Oh, it is. Okay. So we need one of you whitelist lava. You whitelist seared. I can't seared stone it. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this is the lava one. Slap that in there. Gonna pull all the lava out. Oh, because it has to be set to both. Yeah, there we go. Good, and then this guy, we will put this one in here. Oh, I think it's working. Oh, it's working. Now, I think we may run into an issue of producing too much lava in here at some point. But I'm not really too worried about that. Also, we'll just slap a couple extra tanks on there. Yeah, that'll give this thing a nice stockpile of lava that it can have. Oh, right, this one also needs that guy. Here we go. We now have our seared brick creator. It'll automatically make seared bricks. Just given time. And I'm going to go ahead and probably increase its size a little bit. 16 blocks per layer, so not too bad. You know what, sure, I'll put that in there. Those away, this goes in here. Put this up here. Why did I get this? Oh, I think it was for the cobblestone. Yeah, we'll still do that, actually. Might as well. So then I need a bunch of these. There we go. 2 extra layers will be plenty fine, I think. We're also going to input those. There we go. We have a nice little lava stockpile. Put that there. Take this down. You insert and extract. Now we come up over here. Whoa. I almost landed right in that lava. That would have been terrible. Okay, cool. And so something else I think I'm going to do... Actually, tell you what we're going to do. We're going to save that one. We're just going to have you insert there. And then I'm going to go ahead and set up an obsidian generator as well, because we might as well, right? If we're going to have a bunch of excess lava, we're going to make use of it. And we're going to generate obsidian with it. Because that's one of those things that we're going to want a decent amount of, and this way I don't have to manually create it anymore. Give me that. We're going to need this. Actually, we don't need that. Instead, what we need to do is just break this guy. I want to grab a bit of dust to fill that in. And I may end up making a couple more stone barrels. It really depends just on how much lava we end up getting. I think I'm actually going to put this here with it only inserting. And it's going to extract out of here. Run it over this way. We're going to get this prepped for multiple stone barrels. Should we need to, but... Oh, that's right. It has to go... like this. You insert there. You don't actually need that above. Oh! Hot! We'll be fine. Did I not grab a... I didn't grab a bucket of regular water, huh? Okay, am I ever going to get put out? Wow. Okay, so it turns out that you just burn forever, huh? That's annoying, but that's not too big. And then we just... Does that work? Yeah, okay. We can put that. But we're going to do it like... probably this. And then on this side, we will slap item conduits. The reason I'm not running the conduit above is because it doesn't work with waterlogged blocks. that in there. Let's lock that guy. Come down here, tell you to insert. I don't know why that wasn't working. Okay, that was weird. As long as these stay full and these all stay full, we will be fine. I don't think I can change the channel that this extracts on, can I? But I guess what I could do then, actually... Don't insert there, and instead we run... We're actually going to change this up a little bit. We need a wrench. Disconnect these. Disconnect that. Connect those. And then you don't insert. You just extract. So that way this lava all goes into here. And then it's only the lava coming out that generates. Oh, wow. Okay. We need probably a couple more drains. Means we need a couple more filters as well. Probably. Maybe we don't, actually. Give me these. And then I need those. And we might as well. I mean, they're cheap. Do 6 more. Do what, 24 of these, I think? I need 18 iron. Make enough buckets. And I want to make 2 more stone barrels, I think. Or maybe I'll just make 1 more, because... Yeah, but I have enough to make right now. Why does it say there's something... Hello? I don't trust... That seems bugged. Hold on. What? Huh? What? It... Whoa! Okay, so I was right not to trust it. But it wasn't a bug, it was a special mob. Okay, I didn't realize, but that's cool. I was just looking on seared stone. Okay, it's not keeping any seared stone. Perfect. We need a lava bucket really quick. Because for all of these, I need to whitelist lava. There we go. Slap that in there, and then what I gotta do is break this. Please give me that block back, that's expensive. There we go. I need some fluid conduit. Oh, it's in my hand right there. Grab this guy. Turn you off. Okay, let's get the seared stone coming out. Oh dear. And do that. There we go. Now each of these will extract lava. And I know I could make better pipes to probably ignore this, but I'm lazy, alright? Oh wow, that is filling up fast. You insert there. extract there. Pretty much, I just want this thing to not produce excess lava. Okay, that seems to be all right. Seems like at this rate, it won't have excess lava or seared stone in it ever. Right? Is that correct? That seems to be correct. Good, so that's now going to produce that. We're going to slap a void upgrade in here. That way it never overfills and it continues to run this way. Wow, that's producing a lot. But there we go. Cool. That is awesome. Because it works. And it now produces infinite seared stone and obsidian. So, that is this project done. I'm going to go ahead and, I think, pause the recording real quick. And I will be back as soon as we have things together to work on the next project, which I think is going to be the food farm. So we will be back for that. Okay, and we are back, and I have some updates about my plans here. So, we are still going to make chili as our food. I did find it's a little annoying because it does end up giving you a bowl every time you eat it, and it ends up taking 2 bowls to create, which is a little annoying, I'm not gonna lie. So, you end up losing a bowl every time, at least using the create recipes. However, I don't think that's going to be the worst thing ever, but I did learn we cannot use the plant gatherer on the beans. It kind of works on tomatoes. And I say kind of because it does give you tomatoes, but you don't get any extra seeds because it breaks the full bush, which only ever drops 1 of whatever it was. I was also making plastic in the meantime, so that's why there's so much in there. So we can't use that. You cannot use the phytogenic insulator on beans. And they're a plant that grows like a vine, and then you... Actually, I have some up... grab some bone meal somewhere, if I have any. I know I have a bunch here, but this is all... Actually, you know what? Let's do that first. So we're going to end up making a big farm for all these things, and we're going to make it out of rich soil, which requires organic compost. Organic. Oh, there we go. Organic compost, which is made with 2 rotten flesh, 1 dirt, 3 bone meal, 3 wheat, and I'm going to make a 9x9. So I got just enough to create 80 blocks of organic compost. Well, 76, plus we're going to get 4 here. So that will be what we do with that. It's also a way to finish up a quest, and this stuff will grow things faster. And this, I believe, you just let it sit out. By sunlight, adjacent water, and activators. Which is other dirt. Okay. Sped up by water, but I'm not going to place any water down. That's going to be a bit annoying to do, so. Instead, we're just going to place all of this. It'll eventually turn into that rich soil, which will grow crops faster. Which is why I'm going to use it. And it's fairly cheap. The most expensive part was the wheat, which I just sat there with bone mealing it. I am still going to harvest sugarcane every time I see it. Still need plenty of sugar. These speed upgrades, this time they take lubricant again. I don't know what is causing that to change. It's a bit strange, but... So yeah, if you look at the tomatoes, when you right-click, it gives you the food, and it stays with that vine. But if it's fully grown and you break it, you only get 1 seed back. And the same thing happens with beans. You break it, you only get 1 bean, and you just directly plant the beans. So you gain nothing, and you're just wasting energy and everything. Now, if you... Not break it, sorry. If you right-click it, that's how you get beans. So, I figured the best way to go about this was to use drones again, where we'll have 1 drone go and right-click all the crops. Another drone will go and pick up everything afterwards and put it into our food system. And I did get a way to automatically craft the... What's it called? A way to automatically craft the chili. I figured that out. And all it costs is a heated blaze burner. Other than that, it works fine. The other thing I wanted to do was this, where we just put soul sand in here. You just put sand into witch water, and you get soul sand. And that completes this quest. I've opened a quest somewhere. I don't know where. of those. Okay, I don't know. But I just wanted to get that quest out of the way so we could finish that off and slowly work our way through it. Another thing I've been doing in the meantime was I just set up this metallurgic infuser to just run like crazy. I made 4 stacks of infused alloy. It's super cheap, just iron and redstone. And now I'm working on making 2 stacks of steel. What I'm going to end up doing next is some of the... what's it called? That made... not for these. I don't remember. Come on. Go. I'm also just gonna get this out of here. We're not gonna use this anymore. But some of those control circuits, which is another reason I've been making a whole bunch of extra plastic, because we do have like 2 stacks of circuit boards, but you need 1 for every circuit. So I've just been letting this run off camera, and I just put a tank of gasoline here to keep it charged up. But what we're going to do is we're going to make a drone farm again. This one's going to be a little different, a little simpler, in fact. Ooh, we have a full thing of gasoline. That's what I was going to do. I was going to make an extra tank. Or a bunch of extra tanks, realistically. But we are not going to build that farm now. We don't have time. I just wanted to kind of run you guys through the basic idea. And there was something I did want to do prior to building it, though. Also, I think if we place all these, they'll start to stack, right? No, they don't stack ever. That's annoying. I think the other fluid tanks. Oh, well. Drop this guy in here. Guy out, put that guy in there. Keep cycling the oil and everything. This is... okay, these are still going good. Still have 2 full buckets. At some point, we're going to upgrade this, probably once we get the food set up. I know I keep pushing this back, but... because this isn't really a problem. Also, I want to check on this really quick. How are we looking on bricks? Closing in on 4,000. How much obsidian? Almost 1,000 obsidian. This thing's awesome. How's it keeping up? Yeah. It's got nothing sitting in there. That's good. So the last thing I want to do before we end this episode... actually, now that I think about it... I'm not totally ready to end this. But it's not done yet. More thing I want to do. I need that. I need one of those. I need 2 obsidian and a piece of wool. You guys will see why. So we're going to come over here. We're going to grab some string. You know, I'm just going to make a whole bunch of wool. And keep some string with me as well. Similarly, I'm just going to grab a stack of obsidian and keep this in the storage room, or like the workshop area for now. I can't wait to get an AE system to automate all this and combine everything into one, make this place a little bit cleaner. But I need 2, I need 1, and then I need 3 more charcoal. And and what I'm making right now is ender chests. But like, yeah, I didn't grab enough blaze rods for some reason. I don't know why I only got 2. I needed 4. But these special ender chests from Ender Storage, because these things are incredible. They're awesome. And they're going to be along... oh, wait, is that... that's composting. Cool. These ender chests, alongside this charcoal farm, is actually going to be incredibly important. So the charcoal's coming out here. And inserting with a priority of 1 there. So I think it's trying to fill this, right? So if we insert with a priority 0 on black... that should be okay. Like if we put this here... and what we need to do is... can't reach it. Give me a dust block real quick. We dye this black, black, black. we insert on black. Go take that stuff out. And now it should slowly but surely fill this guy up. And it's going to slowly take charcoal out of here. I'm going to go ahead and speed it up. I also need to get a chunk loader over here. Oh, wow. These are super cheap. Even these aren't that expensive. Yeah, actually, these are really good. We're probably just going to end up chunk loading everything. I also found that these guys are running low on pressure, so I might need to make a couple more charging stations for them. There might be just too many of them for it. But the awesome and important thing about this is that I can use these ender chests to now bring charcoal anywhere we need. Right? If I need charcoal, boom. We now have access to that charcoal reservoir, which means anywhere we set up a pressure system, we can have infinite fuel going in with just a compressor. Which means I'm going to set that up over here, because this guy needs charcoal. So we'll set this here. Take this item conduit. Place that there. You insert. You extract. Yeah, if we take charcoal out, it's going to start putting charcoal into this air compressor. And so what we're going to do is we're going to set that up at every... Like, we're going to set that up at the other farm. And basically what that's going to do is it's going to mean that anywhere we need to pull charcoal for air compressors, we can. As long as that farm can keep up. If it can't, then we might need to expand it or get an alternative... An alternative? What? An alternative source. And if it really comes down to it, we can also not just use charcoal in there. We can put other fuels. We'll just have to remember that. But yeah, that's a neat little thing that we're going to start doing, is anywhere that we need air pressure, we're going to have an ender chest pulling out charcoal. Go into the advanced air compressor. So really what I'm going to be doing off camera is waiting for all of this to compost into rich soil. And then in the next episode, we're going to build the tomato bean onion farm. The teen onion farm. Yeah, we're going to build a teen onion farm by just using 2 drones and, you know, some simple pressure stuff. But that is actually going to do it for this episode. I was going to plan and like try and at least get the basic farm done and then do the food crafting in the next episode, but I then learned that we cannot use the plant harvester to grow our... What am I trying to say? To grow the beans, and we need beans for chili. And I looked at the nutrient brick. It's expensive. It's annoying. It requires milk, which... Well, maybe... Is there an easy way? Not really. Yeah. It has to come from skulls. You can't get it from bones. If you could put bones in, that'd be fine. But because you need this in the mixer, along with cocoa beans and sugar, which is already annoying. Or, yeah. You need that to create chocolate, which is explicitly required for the nutrient brick. There's nothing else that you can put in this slot, so... That's why we're not going with that. And the other option is Enderios. But I'm not a huge fan of using the Enderios because they give you blindness and some other random effects every time you eat them. So I figure chili is going to be fine. And it's easy enough. It's just the beans are a pain. So that is going to do it for this episode. For now, I do want to thank you all so much for watching. I do really hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you all in the next episode when we should hopefully finally get our food set up good and going. Bye-bye.